Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you both a wig review and to introduce you to a retailer. This video is being done in partnership with Sophia Rene Boutique. Rachel is the owner of Sophia Rene. I've actually been a customer of hers and Sophia Rene Boutique for the past couple of years. I have been purchasing clothing items from her. I've purchased makeup from her. I am really enjoying both Rachel and her boutique. She also sells wigs, and I'm here to introduce you to this piece right here. Her name is Venus, and this is Rachel's very first fully customized wig for her boutique. You cannot find this one anywhere else. So if you want to know more about Sophia Rene Boutique or Venus, stick around. I would like to thank Rachel for sending me Venus so that I could show her to all of you and tell you a little bit about this small woman-owned business. Like I said, I've been a customer for a couple of years. The shirt I'm wearing, I purchased from there. Not available anymore. I purchased it earlier in the season, but I think she's got some great stuff. She not only has wigs, but she has clothing, she has jewelry, she has makeup. Just a fun place to shop for some unique items that you might not find anywhere else. All right, everybody, let's talk about Venus. I'm going to show you this one from all sides first. All right, so Venus is a heat-friendly wig that Rachel has custom created. Now, she didn't make it with her own hands, but she did design this, and she worked with her vendor to create this beautiful, long, wavy, kind of curly, wavy piece. Definitely has luxurious curls. Now, I want to give you guys a caution. If you are brand new to wig wearing, and I know I have a lot of new wig wearers who watch my videos, heat-friendly pieces of this length that are curly are challenging to care for. I do not typically recommend, if you're brand new to wig wearing, that you purchase a heat-friendly, curly, long piece as your first piece. So you may be looking at this thinking, oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's what I've been looking for. But there is some care and maintenance that you need to be aware of in order to be successful with a long piece like this. Because this is heat friendly, friction is really hard on these fibers. And because of the length, there is going to be a lot of friction on this piece. You do need to take heat to heat friendly pieces to keep them in good shape, but taking heat to a wig alters the style and could relax this curl if you don't know how to do it. I do have a video where I show you how to take heat to a wavy piece, and I have another video showing how to care for a straight piece. I will link those in the description in case you're new to wig wearing, but I need to give you this caution because I don't want you to be surprised. I'm not saying don't purchase this one, but I am saying to educate yourself on how to care for it if you do. Now, this piece does tangle a fair amount because of the length, because of the fibers, because of the curls. So you're definitely going to want to carry a wide tooth comb with you, and you're going to want to periodically run that comb through these fibers, starting at the ends and working your way up to make sure that you keep the tangles at bay. Now, it may sound like I'm talking about a lot of negatives, but if you are an experienced wig wearer and you've had long heat-friendly pieces before, you know all this. This is really mainly for my new wig-wearing sisters who don't know all of this. And as you know, I'm all about education and support. I'm not just here to review wigs. I'm here to teach you and to help you be successful. I want you to love wig wearing as much as I do, and sometimes education is necessary in order for that to happen. Education, let's talk about this style. Venus, this is in the color brown sugar. If you are familiar with belle tress, Venus wigs and familiar with their color Brown Sugar Sweet Cream, this is a real close dupe to that color. It is, to me, it's, unless you have one side by side, it looks almost exactly the same. So if you love Brown Sugar Sweet Cream, you're gonna love this color. I will talk more specifically about color toward the end. I do timestamp all of the major features of these reviews, so if you're just here to see certain things, you can look in the description at those timestamps. This has a lace front, which is excellent. Really good lace front. They bring all the highlights, she brought all the highlights toward the front so that you don't see any dark knotting, even though this does have a root, and a monofilament part. It's a left going to the right part. Let's take a look at this cap so you can see what I mean. There's your lace front, and it is an extended lace. You can see the lace goes all the way to the ear tab. There's your parting, left going to the right. The rest of it is open wefted. There's an extended nape and pull adjusters so that you can tighten this just a little bit. It is a fairly lightweight piece. There is really no permatease in this. Let me put this back on and then I'll talk about all of that and fit. Like I said, it is fairly lightweight. I would consider this a moderate density piece. It is not heavy density. It's not super light density either, and it may feel a little bit heavier to you because of the length and the curl. That does add an element of volume that isn't necessarily related to the density of the piece. I would consider this a light to moderate density, no poofy permatease at all. When I put my fingers into the cap right here, I do feel little tiny crimpy fibers, not technically the permatease that often people refer to when they ask if a wig has permatease. This has no pillowy permatease, really no volume on the top. It's fairly flat on the top, no permatease to give it lift, and then you get some volume as you get into the wave pattern down below. So it's got a really natural silhouette, really natural on the top, and just looks like you really took some time to put some beautiful curls in, maybe with hot rollers, or spent a lot of time curling it. That's what it reminds me of. Let's talk about fit. I would say that this runs average to average large. It is definitely a stretchy wig, and I do have to cinch this in a little bit in order for it to fit my 22-inch circumference comfortably. I do get a tiny bit of extra cap on the top, but not a ton. So I would say kind of the over the top is running really true to average. It's in the circumference that I would say probably has the flexibility to fit up to a 22.5 circumference really comfortably. And if you're used to wigs being a little snug, along with the stretch on this one, you might even be able to wear it if you're a little bit bigger than that. Definitely really comfortable on me. I get really excellent coverage. The ear tabs come way down where I like them, so that if I want to do styling or tuck, I can do both, and I don't get a lot of visible hairline, which means it's giving me good coverage. You can look at my measurements in the description to compare them to yours in order to maybe get an assessment of how you think it might fit you. Right, let's talk about color. Brown Sugar. This is a gorgeous highlighted brunette. It has a root, and let me take it off so I can really talk about it as I'm holding it. And just these beautiful blonde highlights you can see right in there. I would consider this a light brown with some ashy blonde highlights. I think the brown straddles the line between neutral and warm, and then you've got a whole lot of ashiness within the highlighting. You can see some of those highlights right there. They're definitely blonde highlights. And then that root, kind of a medium brown. And you can see how they dispersed some of that highlighting up to the root to really give it a professionally colored look. So this looks like you went to a salon and had your hair professionally colored. This does not look like regrowth. It looks like it was an intentional sort of leave out on the color process. So if you are a brunette and you're not used to heavily highlighted brunettes yet, this is gonna feel pretty blonde to you. I would say that in the beginning of my wig wearing journey, this color would have felt very, very blonde to me. Now it's one of my all-time favorite looks. I really love these dynamic light blondes that have a little bit of ash in them and highlights. And one of the reasons why I love the ash is my bio hair. Let's pull out a little bit of bio hair here. My bio hair is very ashy. It's turning gray. I have naturally dark brown hair and I've got gray coming in and it's just turning really ashy. With a color like this, I can blend my bio hair no problem at all between the darker root and the ashiness of the highlights in here. Actually, my dark brown graying hair blends perfectly. So I love this color for that and just for how flattering. I do think it runs more neutral to warm even though there's ashy highlights, but it's really close to neutral. I think it will be flattering on a lot of people. What do you guys think? Do you love the color? Because I certainly do. We're gonna get outside so you can see this color outside, but I wanna give you my final thoughts. First of all, I will have a link in the description to this piece. It is a one-time run. She created this for her boutique and she ordered a very limited number of colors and items. So once they're sold out, they are sold out. These are a final sale piece. I think this is beautiful. I think if you are an experienced heat-friendly wig wearer, this is really going to be great. It's definitely going to wear very similar to other heat-friendly wigs like by Belle Tress or even by Raquel Welch. And one thing you could do, and what I do when I wear a long heat-friendly piece, I'm not going to fully style it for you guys, but when I wear a long heat-friendly piece like this that has waves, one of my go-tos is an updo periodically so that I can try to maintain these fibers and not have to take heat to them as often. And because this has these beautiful curls, I love to take it and do like a twist and then put a clip in and let the curls spill over that clip. I just think that looks so professional. I think that's a great updo for a fancy event or a wedding. And getting these fibers up off of your clothing, let's rearrange her and get her set up again, will really help to lengthen the life of these fibers and allow you to not have to take heat to it to maintain it as often. So please keep that in mind. If you are really loving this and you want to try it, it's a great one for updos. So go look in the description. And honestly, you guys, even if this isn't the style for you, please check out Sophia Rene Boutique. I love shopping boutiques for cute clothing items that you can't really find in stores. She has some beautiful jewelry and makeup. So there's probably something there that might work for you. And I have a code in the description. If you use my code, you will get 20% off your first order. If you've ordered from them before, that code doesn't work. It's only for first-time customers. All right, you guys, let me know if you have any questions. Let me get outside so you can see this one outside. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Thank you so much, Rachel. I'm so excited for the expansion of your boutique and to be able to share this with all of my wig sisters. All right, friends, here we are outside on a beautiful day. Hoping the snow will get gone. You can see how beautiful this color looks in natural light. So you can see these highlights. And the rooting. I feel very young in this hair. Like 20 years younger, I think. All right, everybody. Hopefully that helped. Now on to the styling.